get 'em, Doc. Get 'em, Doc. Get 'em, get 'em, Doc. Get 'em, Doc. Get 'em, get 'em, Doc. Get 'em, get 'em.
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Doc Myers. I'm here to tell you about two products, okay? One is the Gofanco Prophecy 4K HDR splitter right here, okay? The other one is the Gofanco Prophecy 4K capture card. All right, when I got started streaming, you know what? Let's rewind to before I started streaming. Okay, before I started streaming, I asked everybody, what do you use? What do you use? What do you use? What are you using to stream? What are you using to stream? You know what they told me? They told me the Elgato HD60S. I heard it from every single person. I was like, all right, cool. I guess that's what I need to get. That's what I ended up getting, all right? The Elgato HD60S, good capture card, all right? But one thing was left out. One important thing to me, 1080p, 60 hertz, that's the max that you can stream in. That's great. That's the maximum that Twitch allows anyway, right? Right, all right, cool. But I game on a 4K TV, and when I game, I play in 4K HDR. So I figured that I was going to be able to game in 4K HDR while streaming in 1080p, 60 hertz. You guys get where I'm going? That didn't happen. So everyone who recommended the Elgato HD60S, I asked them, how do I game in 4K 60 hertz? How do I game in 4K HDR 60 hertz? How do I game in 4K? How do I use this Elgato HD60S to game in 4K? And you know what they told me? They said you couldn't. They said you couldn't do it. What do you mean I can't game in 4K HDR 60 hertz? Why not? I don't know about you guys, but I didn't buy a 4K TV to game in 1080p. That's like, hey, here's this new Mercedes, but ride this tricycle. That's like, you know what? I think I'll have the lobster and crab legs. Here's these Doritos. That's kind of, you get it, all right? Okay, so I came across this bad boy right here. Gofanco 4K HDR splitter. Now keep in mind, I know you guys don't know this, but I already had a 4K HDR splitter. I already had one, so I'm thinking to myself like, oh, well, no problem. I'll just use the one that I have. I'll use the 4K splitter that I already, didn't work. Didn't work. Now, I've been using this already. I just put it neatly in the box for you guys so I can open it up for you guys so you can see what's in it. All right, so this is the Gofanco 4K HDR splitter right here. Okay, so inside you have the user manual, and then you have the 4K HDR splitter right here. We're gonna get to this. We're gonna get to this. Hold on, hold on, hold on. HDMI cables. Power cable. Okay, so let's see, guys, take a look at this. This is the Prophecy 4K HDR splitter. Boom. Look at that. That is awesome. That is awesome. But the real awesome part of why this one is so important is because of these dip switches right here that's in the back. Now that's the important part. That's why mine didn't work. That's why my old one didn't work. I figured, I'll just use the old one. Well, the old one that I had, it didn't have these dip switches. Now these dip switches, these allow you, let's see if you guys can get that. These right here allow you to adjust 4K 30 hertz, 4K 60 hertz, 4K with or without HDR. It's all in the combination that you use, all right? So when I hooked the Elgato HD60S up to this awesome Prophecy 4K HDR splitter. I was able to game in 4K HDR while streaming in 1080p 60 Hz. So if you already have an Elgato HD60S, and if you think that you can't game in 4K HDR on your 4K TV, you can. I didn't think it was possible. Matter of fact, I thought it was possible with the Elgato HD60S alone, but it wasn't. Then I didn't think it was possible, but then it was. So just a little bit on the specs. The video bandwidth, 18 gigabits per second. Dolby True HD. Now, I mean, that's pretty impressive. This gives you an option, like I said before, with the dip switches, with the combinations, all right? So these are the different combinations that you could put these dip switches in. You guys can see that. The first thing that I've noticed out the box was, this isn't plastic, this is metal. This is sturdy. And in the manual, it even tells you like the type of metal it's made of and why it's made of this metal. This is awesome because everything that I have, every device around my television, you know, is plastic. Like most devices, they're plastic. The thing that I've realized about plastic devices is when you hook them up to an HDMI cable, if you guys ever notice, if the device is around this size or smaller, the HDMI cable can kind of sway the device, and you have it plugged up. Maybe it's kind of hard for it to stay still, and the HDMI cable kind of bumps it this way, and you try to move it straight, and you let go, and the HDMI cable is basically stronger than the device that it's plugged into. This is solid. It's gonna stay where you put it, all right? So, again, this is the Gofanco Prophecy 4K HDR splitter so that you can use the capture card that you have and game in 4K HDR if you have a 4K TV, of course, while streaming in 1080p 60 Hz. I think that's awesome. Now let's move on to what's in this box right here, shall we? Gofanco 4K capture card. That's what's going on right here. So this is the capture card. You're probably wondering, all right, so if you have Elgato HD60S, why do you have a 4K capture card? Why not? I was curious. I had to try this out. I had to see if this was as cool as the 4K splitter. I had to see if it was as good as the Elgato HD60S. It's a 4K capture card. It's not a 4K HDR capture card. But ever since I got these two, I left them plugged in, and I haven't been using my Elgato HD60S. I like the results. I don't get any kind of lag. I don't get any type of weird lag spikes, stuttering, buffering. I get none of that. All right, so you open it up. Manual. And then this is the capture card right here. This is the Prophecy 4K capture card right here. Once again, metal. It's made of metal. Can you see that? Can you guys see that? It's pretty cool right there. Yeah, so it has a audio in, HDMI in, DC 5 volt power connect. It has an audio out, 3.0 USB cable, HDMI out. Now, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. The only thing that I did not like was that the USB cable is a little short for my setup. I mean, this might work for you guys, but it was a little bit short for my setup. And also, This I don't mind. But you want to make sure that if you replace it like I did, because I replaced it for a longer one, that it is A to A. This is what they call it, A to A. All right. So yeah, I replaced mine with a longer one because it was a little bit too short for my setup. So yeah, and then of course your power cord. But this is great. This is great because like I said, I ended up hooking up the 4K capture card. All right. First, I hooked up the 4K capture card, you know, straight to the TV, then to the PC, and instructions are readily available on Gofanco.com. So you guys can, you know, look at how to hook it up. I'm not really gonna get into like how to hook it up and all of that stuff too much right now. But let me tell you, I did hook this up straight to my TV, you know, TV, Xbox, PC, and it was great. When I was gaming, it looked great. Perfect 4K, but I missed my HDR though. So, of course, you know what I did next. I plugged it up to the 4K HDR Prophecy Splitter. These are both great products, but just go so well together. They complement each other. And I know you guys really can't see because the box was in the way, but it's okay. So, ever since I plugged in the 4K capture card into the 4K splitter HDR, I just haven't used the Elgato HD60S. All I'm saying is that if you were like me and if you thought that you had to game in 1080p on a 4K TV, then maybe this might be helpful for you. This might help you out. So what we're going to do is we are going to rehook these bad boys up. So let's go. So hey guys, this is how I have mine set up. So here you see the Prophecy 4K HDR splitter right here, and I have the HDMI in going to, which you can't see, going to my my Xbox One X HDMI out. So this HDMI in right here is going to my Xbox One X HDMI out. All right. The HDMI out one right here, this is going to my TV input in, my HDMI in my TV. So HDMI out one is going to the HDMI in the back of my TV. All right. The HDMI out 2 is going directly into the Prophecy 4K capture card in. So it's going into the HDMI in. The HDMI out 2 goes to the HDMI in right here. And as you can see, this is a 3.0 USB cable, and this right here is going into the back of my PC. Power cable back here, plugged in, power cable back here, plugged in, and you can't really, I don't know if you guys can really see my dip switches, but the combination that works great for me for 4K 60 Hertz HDR is number 1 is up, and then number 2 is down, number 3 and 4 are up. Those are the combinations that work for me. Maybe you might want to have all of yours up, all of your dip switches up, but this is the combination that works for me. It's different for every setup. And I have a lot of wires going on, so I have a whole bunch of stuff in this studio. So whichever receiver or audio setup you guys have, these might vary. But again, this is the dip switch combination that works for me. Number 1 up, number 2 down, number 3 and 4 are up. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to power this all up, and I'm going to show you guys the settings on my Xbox One X that I set it to get all of this to work. So stay tuned. All right, guys, how you doing? So this right here, these are the settings that I use for my Xbox One X. Now, what you would do first is hit the home button
on your Xbox controller, it will bring you to this screen right here. You want to toggle over to the right, all the way to the far right. Go on down to settings, and after you get the settings, make sure that you scroll down to display and sound. After you get to display and sound, go ahead and scroll up to video output. Alright, now under display, as you guys can see, the resolution is set to 4K UHD. 4K UHD. Alright, head on over to advanced. Under video modes, I have allow 50 Hertz checked, allow 25 Hertz checked, or sorry, allow 24 Hertz checked, allow 4K, and allow HDR10. Alright, give you a chance to look at that. Cool. Alright, so we are going to go to video fidelity and overscan. Video fidelity and overscan. Alright, display, overrides, auto detect, recommended. That's what I have on that one. I have 36 bits per pixel, 12-bit. So these are the other options that you guys have. All of these will actually work, but I have this one checked. Just because, why not? It works for me. So color space, standard, recommended. I have that checked, and this right here, of course, is optional. Apps can add border. That's a preference. That is your preference. If you choose to check this or not, it'll work either way. But again, these are the settings that work for me. So we're gonna scroll over to the right. Now, this is an overall view. 4K TV details. All right, 4K TV details, and this basically just is a checklist that you should have if your 4K TV supports HDR as well. So as you can see, your TV supports 4K UHD 60 Hertz, your TV supports 4K 10-bit at 24 Hertz, your TV supports 4K 10-bit at 50 Hertz, your TV supports 4K 10-bit at 60 Hertz, your TV supports HDR10 video. My TV does not support Dolby Vision, so that is why that isn't checked. As far as playing games, your TV setup supports up to native 4K gaming, your TV supports HDR10 for gaming. Capturing games, your TV supports capturing 4K games, clips, and screenshots. Your TV supports capturing HDR game clips and screenshots. So basically all of these should be checked except for the Dolby Vision. Now if your TV supports that, and if that's what you choose, then that should be checked as well. Now if it happens to work without these being checked, then that's fine, but once again, these are the settings that work for me, and after I do these settings, then this is what's all, like, you know, checked off. This is my little checklist, if you will. And you know, this doesn't really matter. This is just to calibrate your TV and all these extra steps. Yeah, and then this is just help in case you need help with anything. But it's funny because when you hit help, I'm not here. My face doesn't pop up. Oh, because I already helped you. That's right. All right, so you won't be needing any of that. So yeah, if you would like to see this bad boy graphics card, HDMI 4K HDR splitter in action, like you want to see some actual gameplay, you know what I'm saying, I will go ahead and get to letting you know how to do that on our next step, because our next step is, in case you're interested in purchasing this card, I will go on over and let you know how to do that. So I will see you guys there. Hey guys, what is going on? We are now at Gofanco.com, and this is the part of the review slash tutorial. Sorry it took so long. This is the part where I will walk you through the steps of how to purchase either the 4K capture card or the 4K HDR HDMI splitter. And not only that, but again, I will let you guys know how to get 5% off of these products. Now, you're probably thinking that 5% off isn't really all that much, but you have to consider that the Elgato HD60S capture card is $179.99 Right here we have $169.99. And keep in mind, this is a 4K capture card, and it's $169.99. And on top of that, I'll show you how to get it even lower, you know. So if that's what you choose to buy, but maybe you might want to purchase the 4K HDR HDMI splitter. Maybe you want that. We've reviewed these two, showed you what they look like, showed you what's going on, talked about them and everything. But you may only need the 2-port, you know. So and plus I don't have this one. I have these two. I don't have the 2-port. So let's go ahead and all right, we got $55.99. So let's go ahead and purchase this one, you know. Let's get that 5% discount. Show you what's going on here. We're going down to $55.99. Okay, we're gonna add this to cart. All right. You may also be interested in. See, this is a problem with me in electronics. I always want to take a look with whatever else they have going on and all of this type of stuff. But anyways, okay. So go to checkout, and you're probably like, oh, $55.99. It's still there. Blah blah blah. All right, we wait for this to load up. Okay, this is the part where you enter your personal credentials, and we'll get to that in a minute. But what you want to do, and this is why I'm making a tutorial on how to get the 5% discount. You want to do is you want to hit the back button. Hit the back button. Review your cart. And this goes for wherever you're shopping online. Always review your cart. And this happens to be the part where you enter the discount code as well. Apply discount code. All right. So hit the back button before you fill out your address, before you fill out your email information and all of that good stuff. Make sure that you hit the back button and review your cart. Okay, guys. All right. So apply discount code. I'll give you one guess what the discount code is. Oh, I can just see the jokes in the comments now. All right, we're not even gonna do that. Okay, discount code is DOC. Big surprise, DOC. That is me. So you use coupon code DOC. All right, cool, awesome. Got that going on right here. Okay, so as you can see, if you look over here at a discount, DOC, that's the discount code. This is your 5% off right here, you know. And as you can see, the total has changed. 58.11. All right, because you guys have to consider the tax, and if you go back in the video, it's changed. All right. Now this is the very easy part. All you do here is just go ahead and enter your personal information. I did realize that after entering your personal information, it does give you another option to enter the discount code here after entering your personal information. So if you missed entering the discount code the first time, no worries. You can enter your personal information right here, and then the discount code will pop up, whichever one's comfortable for you guys. All right? Okay. Okay guys, we are back. Went ahead and walked you guys through it. As you can see, thank you for the purchase. Also, of course, if you guys would like to see this capture card in action, how clear it is and the quality and all that good stuff, I was going to add it into this video, but this video has already went way over time. So what you guys can go ahead and do is visit me on twitch.tv Doc Myers. That link will be in the description. I stream Mondays through Fridays at 10:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so you can catch me live if you guys want to hang out, you know, joke around, check out how the stream looks live. And also, if you go on my Twitch page, there's plenty of videos right on the videos section. Just click on videos, and every video that you see on my Twitch page, every video that you see on my Twitch page is captured with the Gofanco Prophecy 4K HDR HDMI splitter. That is a mouthful. And of course, the 4K capture card. The link will also be in the description, of course, to gofanco.com, where you guys can purchase these products off of their website directly. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the tutorial, the review, the music that I personally produced myself. Shameless plug. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed yourself. And if you guys did, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Thanks. God bless.